So today I'm going to be reviewing and unboxing the EzCap 287 video capture card from AliExpress. It's a budget video capture card. It's $60, so compared to some of the other capture cards out there, it's a good deal. And I was curious to see if it lived up to the hype of what the reviews actually said through AliExpress. The pictures of it looked good. Everything about it seems decent. It doesn't need an external power source. It's a USB 3 into the computer with a HDMI in from the console. It can also do HDMI out to a secondary display. And I don't have too many options when it comes for getting items delivered here, so AliExpress has actually become one of my main go-tos for these type of tech items, little electronics, something where I'm looking for a bargain every now and then. Let's see if it, you know, works how it's supposed to, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. Okay, so the first thing I notice about the box is that it's very simple, no frills, no branding. The cardboard seems thick, although there is a sticker on the back that held the two boxes together. It is broken, so it could just be a sent back item, probably open box. So we open it and it's surrounded by a dense foam. Seems well packed, no vibrations could really get to the device, anything harmful. The device itself is compact, about the size of your palm, and no issues. Then we have a USB 3 cable underneath the top, as well as a USB-C adapter, and the quick start guide for the box. So everything fits well inside. It's nice, compact, and I got here in good condition without any issues. The USB 3 cable seems decent, although I had a bit of an issue actually getting it out of the plastic wrap. So one of my fails of the day, not really my best moment, but eventually I do get the cable out of there. It's thick and seems legit. We have two HDMI on the back, one in, one out, and the USB 3 on the front for going into the computer. Back is simple, front is simple with the LED indicator, and overall, device is nice and clean and compact. USB-C adapter, nothing special about it, as well as the quick start guide, which has English and Chinese directions. So for me, Chinese doesn't really do much. I think I'll stick with the English directions. And we'll get it hooked up and see how it works. Okay, I just set this up for testing purposes. I have it connected with HDMI in the back, USB 3 into my computer. It's not how I will have it fully set up, but this works for now. Okay, so I got the EzCap set up. Everything is working. Turned it on and I'm streaming through Streamlabs OBS. And quality is good, but the biggest thing I notice is there's a sound delay. And it's quite noticeable. So let's start up a game and see how that transfers over. Okay, so now that the game's loaded up, I can actually get into it and see how it reacts. And I already did this ahead of time, just to kind of test it out, and the whole sound thing was a big issue for me.
Time for another dance then.
See, you can tell the shifting, everything sounds just way off by at least half a second. And for a game like this, it's pretty noticeable when the second you hit the trigger is when you're actually moving and the car should be making noise. And I can only imagine with an FPS game, you're going to have the same issue, trying to listen to anybody coming up behind you or hearing the guns fire from far away. I did quite a few Google searches to try and figure out what the issue could be, and nothing really helped until I took another look at the manual that actually came with the video capture box. And it was one of the first steps. So let's see if I can show you guys how to fix this. Okay, so what you want to do is you'll go to your sound settings, go to your sound control panel, you'll have your playback devices, and then you'll have your recording devices. And mine is the EzCap E3. So you have your different settings. When I first hooked this up, it was on 2 channel, 16-bit, 44/100. And the guide says to go to 48,000 to prevent any issues with sound. So yeah, it's being used by another application. Okay, okay, okay. And then I gotta go to the sound settings on Streamlabs and turn monitor off. And since I'm in here, I actually have to go back to the EzCap and edit these settings for it. So I'll get rid of the custom audio, re-enable it for the E3, hit done. For the mixer settings, monitor and output, and then go back to my game. Sound is playing through it, and let's see if it did anything. See. See, it's already more responsive. And now, finally, the sound is syncing up with the gameplay, so it actually makes it playable. I mean, it wasn't the most noticeable, half a second, but it's still a lot when you're playing something that you know what should be coming. It shifts at the right time, at least the sound lines up with the shifts, and everything just kind of goes together. And as far as video quality for it, I'd say it's decent. I mean, the colors are bright to me, and I haven't had any issues with it so far. Mostly just setting up a few of the video settings for it, tweak it, and it works great. It's at 1080p right now, and I'm curious to try out a few more games with it. And honestly, the fact that sound lines up is the biggest deal for me. So, I mean, for a $60 capture card compared to some of the other ones out there, which are more expensive and kind of out of my price range right now, this will definitely do the job. Okay, so I guess the real question is, would I recommend this card? Do I like it so far? And the answer is yes. I mean, for the price point as well as the capabilities of it and what it's currently doing for me, I would recommend it. I mean, I was a little skittish at first because AliExpress and everything, but it was a bargain, and so far it's lived up to it. I haven't had any issues except that small sound one, and it might be something that's only noticeable on my end as opposed to when I'm recording. Um, I would recommend it though, for anybody that's looking for a decent capture card around $60 and doesn't want to pay an exorbitant amount for anything higher end, or just doesn't really have that kind of budget for it right now. Uh, Thanks for watching my video. Check out my content. I don't really have anything right now, but hopefully I'll be releasing some more. Leave some comments. Tell me what you'd be interested in hearing from me, or maybe something else cheap on AliExpress that I could possibly review. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and have a good one.